Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I am thrilled to introduce our special guest today, Kristen White. She will be diving into the details of Restoriix, explaining what it is, how it can benefit you, and why it's a product that you do not want to miss. Without further ado, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Kristen White.
Hey everybody, welcome to our Wednesday product training. And today I get to talk about Restoriix. So of course, I always show you what it looks like in case you don't know. And inside I will show you, we do have a bottle. And then you'll have a little scoop in there, you should, where it comes in and you can scoop out the exact measurement for the serving size. Now, this is a layering product, and I like to build on each week. So the past few weeks, we've talked about our foundational nutrition and how we just create the base of micronutrients, cellular nutrition, how we create the base of just starting to thrive cellularly and giving our body what it needs, right? So now we want to talk about how to get rid of those things our body does not need, aka toxins. Okay, so the first thing you can do when we're thinking of getting our program or our bodies cleaned up is one, clean up our foods. We already kind of do that, right? With the Skinny Drop program, that is the approved foods list. And then we started implementing our foundational nutrition, which, whether that's the Nutrify line, which I've talked about, or it's Noni juice or MOA, whatever it is, we want to get some micronutrients in. And then we want to kind of start thinking, how do we detox? Now, we all know we can detox certain ways, like sweating. That's, getting toxins out by, excreting through sweat glands, or we can expedite the process with some detox things. And that is what we're going to talk about right here. So we like to kind of call this our detox in a bottle. Now, if you've never looked at the ingredients, we have zeolite, chlorella, chia seed, chlorophyll, activated charcoal, ginger root, and spirulina. And I'm going to go through, as always, the ingredients in here. But let's talk about why we kind of need to get rid of some of these toxins and what are toxins and how do we encounter them? Well, one, we know pesticides, right? They're on our foods. We are also in the air. They're things you breathe. They're fumes. They're coming out of our cars. They're in air fresheners. They're in your household products. They're in your cleaning products. Women, they're in your makeup. They're in deodorants. Like, it's almost impossible to avoid some of these things, whether it's a chemical or a heavy metal. They can build up, right? Because we're putting them on our skin or we're breathing them. And the thing is they can accumulate. And the thing is, over time, the accumulation can start doing some harm. And where do they go in our body? They can go into the bloodstream, which they do, but your bloodstream really does not want them there. They do not, your body does not want them in circulation. So then it's going to say, well, let me go into some organs or bones or tissues or glands or fat cells, which we also know regularly we talk about toxins are stored in fat cells. Let's kind of talk about that real quick, because when we're using this, a lot of times we've been told to use it for weight loss plateaus. And that is because our toxins can get stored in our fat cells. And here's the thing, when we start dieting, and maybe you're on the Skinny Drop program and you've been following the approved foods list, and we hear it a lot. I've been doing everything I'm supposed to do, and I've kind of hit the plateau. Not eating too much. I've actually started exercising, so you're not eating too many calories, but your fat is, maybe you're still gaining. Maybe you gained some weight. Maybe you're stuck at weight. It's because you're not eating too many calories, but you're being exposed to too many chemicals, and you got to get them out. It's so you've lost this weight, and you've kind of burned down the house of these fat cells, but you're still harboring all these toxins. So you have a smaller house, but you have just as many toxins, right? So we've got to get rid of them, or otherwise your body is not going to want to pull those toxins into circulation. That is why they put them in those areas to keep them out, because when toxins are in your bloodstream, you feel pretty crummy. because they're just not good for you, right? So we got to get them out of our system. So how can we do that? We obviously know one, sweating or some things like this in here. So your fat is actually a protective mechanism. And before they go back out into circulation, we got to have something that starts pulling on them that says, okay, I'm going to pull on you, but then I'm going to take you out. And that's where the ingredients right here come in. So let's talk about the ingredients in Restoriix. So we have zeolite. That one is a patented form of zeolite that we use. We get it from Austria, and it is going to be the best form that you can find on the planet. So let's think about this. It's going to have this zeolite is going to have a bigger surface area than most zeolites. And I like to explain this. Let's think of a smooth surface versus a rigid surface. So this one's going to have like a honeycomb appearance, but I like to think of a visual. So let's think of a ping pong ball. And this zeolites, you got a ping pong ball, and I'm going to give you a little breakdown. You got a ping pong ball going through your bloodstream. But and it's kind of rolling through, and it's a magnet. Inside this ping pong's a magnet, right? And it's picking up these heavy metals and these toxins, which is good. It's adhering to it, and it's kind of pulling them out, and it wants to take it out. But let's say this ping pong ball is now a golf ball. And we know when a golf ball rolls over things, it picks up more stuff, right? Because of the ridges. That is what our zeolite is. It's like a golf ball versus a ping pong ball, which makes it that much more efficient when it goes through our system. So that's why our zeolite is superior, and it has a bigger surface area. Chlorella and spirulina, those are blue-green algae. These are also going to have a lot of nourishment to them. So they're going to provide vitamins and minerals. So not only are they purifying you, they are nourishing you. They are also negatively charged, just like the zeolite. So they're also going to pick up those heavy metals. They're also going to pick up those toxins. Those are actually very good at getting pesticides out, but spirulina is specifically good at getting arsenic out if you're exposed to any type of arsenic, which you could be actually through pesticides and things like that. So that is a really good one to use. And then, of course, we have activated charcoal. Again, another negatively charged ingredient here, which is so good for getting heavy metals out. And it's actually used a lot in hospitals when people come in and they've taken too much medicine. It's a really good flusher. And I always like to point out, people ask me, is this going to hurt my stomach? No, it is not. Could you, when you first started using it, find yourself using the bathroom more? If you are super built up and you have a lot of toxic load, you could, but it's not going to hurt. Like, it's not going to be like a laxative effect. You're just going to be like, I got to go get this out. This is like, you're going to feel good. It's going to make you feel so much better. You're not going to feel crummy from it. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to notice in a week or so, your skin might actually start looking better, because sometimes heavy metals actually can cause skin breakouts, skin splotches. And so people will notice that they actually look fresher, more renewed when they use this. And so this is a really awesome product to use if you're looking to detox. I always say, get the foundational piece of your nutrition going first. So clean up your food, because what's the point of doing a detox if you're going to go eat McDonald's? Like, what's the point of doing that if you're still doing all these other bad habits? You really got to start doing the layers and then work on getting the detox part going. The dosage for this, once a day, it just needs to be, either in the morning or at night. And if you're on any medications, 2 hours within medicine cannot be taken with medicine again. It could interfere with that. So it does need to be taken 2 hours within any medication. And if you're going to do it, do the 30-day push. Like, don't do it for a couple days and then slack. Like, it's a month supply. Go in for the 30 days and do 30 days hard. You could run it longer if you've been on If you've been sick or been on like some heavy dose medication, you could do it consecutive months. But like January 1st, I'm going to hit a dose of it for 30 days, and you need to do it consecutively for 30 days. And anybody can use this. And the final note on it is don't stir with anything metal. You want to stir in a glass cup and something like plastic or glass stir, because again, we have some negatively charged things in here and we want to keep those properties intact. So those are just a few tips on that, and I hope that that was helpful. And super great product. It is a layering product, in my opinion, to add on and just take your health to the next level. So that's Restoriix.
Well, thank you so much, Kristen. I honestly didn't know that we shouldn't be stirring it with a metal spoon. So I even learned something new today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, Kristen, a quick tip on that. We use glass baby food jars. We put it in the glass and it shakes up real quick. It works fantastic.
That's perfect. And it's just enough water. That's a great
Oh,
tip. Love
nice.
it.